Bonjour friends, and happy French Friday to you.
Okay friends, today I am working on a painting project. It's a cabinet that I purchased for my office, and when I'm all done we will get to the fun part of decorating it. I purchased this cabinet for $50 on Facebook Marketplace. When I first saw this cabinet on Facebook Marketplace, I almost passed it up because it looked to be missing the drawers and one door. I looked in the description to see if they had them, but it didn't say anything in the description about it. I decided to message him about the cabinet to see if he had them or not, and I really thought for $50 he probably doesn't have them. But to my surprise, he did. He had the door, but it was broken, so my Mr. French Farmhouse Flair fixed it for me with some wood glue and using his wood clamps to clamp it together until it was dry. And here's the cabinet sitting on our deck waiting for me to paint it. I'm going to use this Glidden Grab and Go paint from Walmart, and the color is antique white, and this is an eggshell paint. And if you remember, I used the same paint to paint the dresser in my bedroom, and so I had quite a bit left over, so I thought I would just use it on this project. Well, it's finally finished. It was a big project, but it probably was a little bit bigger just because I wanted to paint everywhere, inside the cabinet, inside the drawers, on the back side, underneath. I mean, I painted every nook and cranny because I just wanted it to be really nice, and I want it to be really clean with the fresh coat of paint everywhere. And on the exterior, it got two coats. There are like three drawers that have damage to them, like that one, and then the top of this one, and also this one here. But for the price that I got it for, $50, I really thought I probably wasn't going to beat that price. And it did have a lot of the drawers that I needed for storage in my office and hobby room area. I think originally this cabinet was supposed to go in a kitchen because this here little cutting board pulls out, and then this would hold it up on this side, and then there's another one on that side to hold the cutting board up. So you just slide these out by pulling on the handle, and it would hold the cutting board. The door on the cabinet was missing its hardware, the handle, and this side over here had it, but we're just going to take that one off so that I can put matching ones on the doors. So I have a small container that I keep some hardware stash in. So I was going through my hardware stash, and this is kind of what I've come up with. I think these two would be a nice choice. Possibly these two, but I think the base of these might be too big. And then I found these, and I'm thinking that these two would be the best option because they mimic the wooden hardware knobs that are already on here, so on these drawers, so I think that would match nicely. So I think I'm gonna give these a try. Okay, so I've put the one on, and now I'm going to switch out that one. But I think that looks really nice. I think that's
Really cute. I love this one with the sheep on it. Rooster's cute too. I love the farm animals. And then here is the other one. And I think they turned out really nice. Let me know what you think.
It's a very dreary and foggy day today, but it's a great day to just stay inside, and I'm grateful that I had nice weather to paint the cabinet outside. So now it's time to stay indoors and let's just have fun decorating the cabinet inside.
Okay, we're going to start on the very top shelf, and I'm going to add this plant that I picked up at Target last year, and it was originally $20 and I got it on sale for $14. Okay, here's the plant I just placed up on the very top shelf, so we're going to keep decorating. Next, I'm going to go in with these rustic candlesticks, and I'm not going to put any candles on them because they're pretty tall and there's not a lot of room up there. I'm just going to leave the candles off. I actually have a third one of these, but it's too tall to fit up there, so I'm just going to use 2 of them. And I thrifted these. This one was $3.99. And then the other one, a little bit different shape. It was $3.99 as well. And these were originally from Creative Co-op, but I did thrift these. I'm going to add these to our top shelf next. There they are. And next I'm going to add a sheep in front of the candlesticks. Next I'm going to add this sheep, and I think my mom bought one of these too when I bought mine. I think we were together actually when we bought the sheep, and we got them on sale at Hobby Lobby, I believe, but it was years ago, at least several years back, I think. So I haven't seen these there lately. Next, I want to add this wood riser up top in the center, and I thrifted this for $2.99, but I think I've seen these at Hobby Lobby before, so you can probably get one similar to it, if not the exact same one there, because I think that's where this one originally came from. And on top of that little riser, I want to put this velvet green pumpkin with the gold stem on top of it. And I got this pumpkin from Target last year, and I'm just going to put that on the riser. And then over the riser, I'm going to put this metal, I guess, cloche, if you will. And I purchased this at a flea market, and then inside of it I've just put a small wreath right inside of there, and that wreath is from Dollar General store. Okay, next I want to put this picture up there. I love this picture, and I thrifted this picture. I was so excited when I found it. Love the sheep on there, and this one is called "The Lord is My Shepherd." I think it's such a pretty picture, and I love the shape, this oval frame too. And I'm going to be setting it on this gold easel that I also thrifted. Next, I want to add this green pitcher with the faux berries inside of it. And I picked this up at IKEA this year. I thought this green color was so pretty. Next, I just want to add another little fall touch up there on the top shelf. And I'll be adding this. I believe I bought this last year at Hobby Lobby, and I got it on sale at Hobby Lobby. I believe it was half off when I purchased it. And I think they still had some of these this year as well. Okay, now we are going to work our way down to the next shelf. Okay, the first thing I'm going to put on the shelf is this old chamber pot. I love these old ironstone chamber pots, and I believe I got this one at an antique store. I've had it for a while now, so I can't remember. And I'm going to add this little faux plant inside the chamber pot, and I picked this up last year at Target. Next, I'm going to add these two books up there. I love decorating with books, whether they be old or new. On top of my books, I want to add this old brass candlestick that I picked up in France for 12 euros. And I added this green candle. As you can see, I have burnt it, and so it's got the nice drippies off on the side of that candle. I love these old brass candlesticks though, and this one does go up and down with the lever here. And I picked this one up at a brocante in France. And then around the candle at the base, I want to add this candle ring. It's actually just a small wreath, but I'm going to use it as a candle ring. You guys know I love sheep, so I recently had to pick this one up at Hobby Lobby. I thought it was such an adorable picture of these sheep, these two lovey sheep, and I'm going to add that to the center of my shelf. And this picture was half off at Hobby Lobby this year. I want to add a little fall touch to that shelf as well, so I'm going to go in with another one of these from Hobby Lobby, half off. And I'm going to stick the stem of it just right behind the picture, so that will be hidden and you won't see that part. Next, I want to go in with my shepherd and sheep statue. Next, I want to go in with this crown planter, and I did thrift this. I guess I didn't leave the price on it though, so I can't show you the price, but I believe it originally came from Hobby Lobby, but like I said, I did thrift this. And then I want to go in with another potted plant, the same one I showed you earlier from Target, and I got that last year, and I really liked it because I thought it looked really realistic looking to me, even though it is a faux plant. Okay, we are working our way down to the next shelf now. Okay, next I'm going to go in with this English countryside picture, and actually it's a placemat from England, but I'm going to be using it because I like the picture, and I'm just going to lean it against the cabinet, and I love the sheep on here. If you are interested in having some placemats like this, I have some available on my online store, so I will leave the link for that in the description box below, and it will also be at the end of this video as well. There's a little groove inside here in the cabinet, so it's perfect for just placing a picture and leaning it there, and you don't need an easel, so that's perfect. And it's actually probably for plates, but we're not going to use it for plates this time. Okay, next I just want to add, again, another fall touch to this shelf, just like we did above. It's the same one that I just shared with you earlier. There we go, and I just slid the part that I wanted to conceal right behind the picture, so that worked out perfectly. And now I'm going to add a couple of sheep. Now I'm going to go in with my sheep, and my sheep are from Cracker Barrel, and I got them at Cracker Barrel, I think it was several years back, at least a couple of years ago, I think. Next, I'm going in with this thrifted candle holder that's brass, and I love that it has a little handle here on the side for easy carrying. And I left the price on it so you know how much I paid. It was $1.99 at the thrift store. And I'm just going to add a battery operated candle to this. Okay, now I want to add another little candle, and this one I picked up this year from Target. It was $3, and I loved the green color of this pumpkin candle, and I thought it would add a nice little fall touch on the shelf here and also add a little more greenery that will coordinate with the other green colors that we're adding on the shelving. Now I want to go in with some books. I love decorating with books, so I'm going to use this book, Anne of Green Gables. Love the book and the movie, so I want to add that. And then I'm going to add a couple of more books that are also green, just different shades of green. And I'm going to add the Dickens Digest book. And then I will add the Little Women book that I have that's also green. So we're going to add these 3 books. I love this book and movie as well. Okay, next I'm going to go in with the smaller crown pot, and it's very similar to the one that we put up here, but this one is just a little bit smaller in size. And then I'm going to add a faux plant that I picked up from IKEA, and I'm just going to set that down into there, and it fits perfectly. So we're going to set that up there on the shelf now next to the books. So that works out really nicely, just to hold up my books and to use as sort of like a bookend, but something a little bit different and unusual that you wouldn't expect as a bookend. Okay, now we're going to work on decorating the very bottom shelf of the cabinet. Next, I'm going to go in with this antique gold color metal riser, and I picked this up at the thrift store for $2.99. Next, I want to put this little green pumpkin that I picked up at Target. I believe it was either last year or maybe a couple years ago, and it has a little faux plant, and I'm going to set that there. And then we're going to add a few more things to this. I have a little tiny easel, so cute. And I thrifted this as well. Don't remember what I paid for that, but that is a thrifted little easel. And I'm going to just put my little sheep business cards on there. I'm going to set those there. And then I just want to add this little crown that I picked up, I think at one of the shops I used to love to go to in Louisiana. I think is where I got that. And there you have it. I'm going to add that to the shelf now. Next, I want to go in with this chippy, distressed little metal riser, and I want to set my battery operated candle on there. And then I'm going to go in with my thrifted gold crown that I'm just going to put around the candle. And by the way, this little riser is from Hobby Lobby, and they usually always have risers. I think they may still have this particular one. If not, they usually always have really cute risers. Now I want to go in with these 2 brass items right in front of my candle, because this is a little candle snuffer, and then I also have this one which trims the wick of a candle, and I'm just going to set these 2 in front of the candle. And I found these at a consignment store, so you always want to check out your consignment stores because sometimes they will carry vintage things or antique things, and a lot of times the prices will be better than what you would see at an antique store. Okay, now I'm going to go in with these old books, and also I'm going to add the book pages on top as well. And I'm also going to add on top of my books, these are from France, and so I'm just going to add these to the top of my books. So I'm just going to probably see if I can poke that in there to get that to stay. And then I've got a little needle on there holding that lace on the wood bobbin here. So I'm just gonna poke that in there and hopefully that will stay on there. And then I'm just gonna lay my rolled book pages on top like that. Sorry about my clock, it chimes every hour on the hour, so usually chimes while I'm making a video. Okay, now I want to go in with a fall pick, and I'm going to stick the stem of it behind the books there just to conceal and hide that stem. Now I'm going to go in with this adorable sheep, and I picked this sheep up where I used to sell my things at the antique store, Heart and Soul here in California. And so I'm just gonna go in with this little guy right in front of that fall pick. Now I'm gonna go in with my gold easel from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to set this sheep picture. Love the gold frame on this, and I'm just gonna set that on top of the easel like that, and I'm gonna stick it back there in the corner on the bottom shelf. Okay, we're all done decorating. Now I'm going to give you another look at the whole cabinet. Here it is, all finished. I hope you like the way it turned out and how I styled it today. Sorry about the lighting today. It's a very foggy and dreary day today, so the lighting is not the best here in my office. It's the next day and the lighting is better, so I thought I would show you what it looks like with a little bit better lighting today than yesterday.
I'm sorry I missed you all last French Friday. It was our anniversary last week, and so we were celebrating that, and I'm just grateful to be back with you again this week. Next week, I was thinking about sharing some Christmas with you. I don't know, what do you think about that? Is it too early to start? I'm not sure, but as a YouTuber, I feel like I need to start early so that I can give you some ideas for Christmas. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Penny says, I don't know about Christmas, Mom, but I'm ready for Halloween. I've got my sheep costume on. I'm ready to go. She's all ready for the Halloween doggy treats, and doesn't she look so adorable?
Thank you so much for watching today and stopping by to visit with me. And if you haven't checked out my online store yet, I would love it if you would. I'm going to leave that link for you in the description box below. It will also be at the end of this video as well. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you be a part of my YouTube family. Until next time, friends, au revoir.